Hey everyone, guess what? We're here. It's a new year, another great year for us to be able to look forward to. One of the things I typically do just before the year end is set my goals for this following year. And I want to be able to share that with you so that way you can share that with for yourself, do it for yourself, or share it with your family or possibly even your kids. And so this process I'm going to share with you, I do exactly to the T for myself and for my kids and the family. And so let's go ahead and go through the process. I'm going to go read it to you. And then if you have any more questions, feel free to reach out to me. Okay. So basically, I got these steps from one of my mentors, Jim Rohn. And he made the process very simple and yet very effective. So don't complicate the goal setting so much that you end up not even putting any goals down. Okay, so be very free flowing. Let your mind just be very open when you do this goal setting. Okay, so number one, the first step is basically what do you want to do in the next 1 to 10 years. So you jot down a piece of paper and get ready to start, and all you're going to ask yourself, what do I want to do? What do I want to accomplish? What do I want to have? And so forth. Ask yourself those questions in the next 1 to 10 years. And just write as fast as you can. You're not going to be thinking hard. You're not going to be taking real detail at this step yet. So write as fast as you can, as much as you can, in, let's say, I don't know, 5 minutes. Okay, don't think there's a wrong answer to this. So if something pops in your head, jot it down, jot it down, jot it down. Okay, second step is write the number of years next to the goal. So for example, if you wrote down, let's say, 50 things on your list, okay, write down, you read the first one that you wrote and say, okay, just as an example, I want to lose 10 pounds, or I want to make X amount of money, or I want to have better relationships. So on the side of that, you're going to put, do I want to make this happen in the next 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, or 10 years? Okay, so you can do that for all the 50 items that you said, or however many you've written down. Okay, so each one will have the number of years you want to make that happen. Okay, and the third step is basically you're going to do in 5 different categories. Okay, you're going to have your physical and health, you're going to have your family and relationships, you're going to have your business or finance. Okay, you're going to do your spiritual or mental development. So those 5 categories you're going to have a goal for. Okay, so that way you're not doing well in one area of your life and everything else is crumbling apart. So this way you're making sure that you're making progress in all aspects of your life. Okay, now the fourth step is to go back to the list and pick out the 4 most important goals to you. Okay, so I'm going to look at all these numbers on the side, which represents the number of years I want them to happen. So you're going to take look at the ones that you marked number 1, which is you want to make it happen within the next year. So you can look at all those ones, and then now you're going to determine 4 that are most important to you that you really want to happen. Okay, so you're going to identify those. So now at this step, you're basically going to describe that goal. So you picked your 4 1-year goals. Now you can describe each one in detail what that goal is. So as an example, let's say I want to buy a car this year. Okay, so now you're going to go in detail. What color is it? What size? What kind? What type? So you're going to be very detailed in this step. Okay, the 6th step is really an important step in this whole process, and that is to describe why that goal is important to you. Okay, so as an example, if I want a new car, why is buying a new car important to me? Okay, or let's say an example is I want to buy a house in the next 6 months to a year. The question to ask at this step is why is it important? Okay, you're gonna write down, oh, because it's the American dream. I want my kids to go to a good school district. I want a bigger home. I want it to be in this neighborhood. I want it to be at this budget. And with that, I want to make sure it has a pool, because now in the summer, I'm going to have my kids go and play, have them bring their friends over. Whatever it is, make sure you go in depth as to why you want that goal, because the reason behind you want it is what's going to keep you engaged in making your goal become a reality. Okay, because you don't want to write a goal down and next thing you know, you look at it at the end of the year, it's like, oh, I didn't do anything about it. Keep yourself engaged and make sure that you have a very good reason why you want your goal. Okay. Now at this 7th step, you're going to transfer, once you have it all picked out, described it, and know your reason why. Now you're going to transfer this into a journal that you're going to have with you at all times. Okay. And then on the 8th step, you're going to review it. You know, there are times, maybe a week from now, something came up. It's like, oh, you know what? I forgot to jot this down. There's one important goal that I want to make. You're going to reshuffle it, reorder it, change it around. You know, this is a working document. So don't be afraid to work with it. It's your goal. It's your life. And so make it right for how you want it. Okay. So the last step is check your progress. You got to make sure you're looking at your goals every single day, weekly, or even monthly. Okay, try not to go beyond a month. Otherwise, you're not going to get excited about it. You know, so once you have it down, you're going to make sure that you're making progress, working towards it. Okay, so there's little steps in between to where once you have these goals, now you're going to have to ask yourself, what are the steps I need to take to get closer to that goal? Okay, quick example. Let's say I want to buy a home this year or in the next 6 months to a year. What's the first step? You know, let's say get pre-qualified. How much down payment do I need to be able to buy my house? And if so, how much do I have in the bank now? Okay, and then find that difference. So if your goal is to buy a house in the next 6 months, how much money do I need to put away every single week, every single month until you reach your timeline to be able to be ready? Okay, now this is a general overview on this goal setting, obviously, but if you want a more detailed approach, and if you know anyone that's maybe has a goal of buying or selling their home, you know, reach out to me. Let me go through the steps so that way we can go through it together. Okay, if you have any questions, always feel free to give me a call, 562-688-3590, or feel free to email me at AlfieMcFadden@gmail.com. You have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.